Juniors against Guadalajara. About to get underway. A Latin American matchup bringing back a lot of memories. The ball gets rolling in Kissimmee, Florida. Club Atlético Boca Juniors, Club Deportivo Guadalajara underway. Now as Chivas was charging forward, trying to start this match, it should be a great Latin American matchup. Pavel, how are you?
Hi, Nico. How are you? Of course, it's a great match. Great institutions in Latin America. Both work very good with the youth academies and the youth system, because remember, Nico, as Boca Juniors, a lot of great players around the world, and then as well in Chivas from Guadalajara. Both institutions are very important.
Two of the strongest teams in their respective countries. Boca Juniors with 6 Copa Libertadores. Meanwhile, Chivas, one of the all-time greatest teams in Mexico. As many championships as their bitter rivals America, 12 national titles. These are the lineups brought to you by Hummel. Boca's starting 9. Coach Leopoldo Amaya. Centurion in net, as Chivas is making their way forward. Chitarroni, Muñoz, and Gorosito. In the back, Herrera, Lazio, and Rey Domenech. And then Blue, Macías, and Marquez up top. Both teams still feeling each other out right now. Chivas making their way forward, slipping on the ball. And this is the starting 11 for Las Chivas Rayadas of Guadalajara.
Yes, the coach is Francisco Robles. As a goalkeeper, Hernandez, number 51. Jimenez, Velasco, and Mendoza. This is the defenders. Leal, Gonzalez, Martinez as the midfielders. And then Martinez and Avila in the top. This is the lineup from Guadalajara. Chivas de Guadalajara, of Guadalajara.
As we were saying, the first teams of Boca and Chivas recently met in a friendly, but if we look back almost 12 years ago, Boca lost 4-0 in the Jalisco and then returned to La Bombonera looking to come back from a 4-0 aggregate deficit at home, and it ended up being scandalous. One of the most historic wins of Chivas over Boca, over any Argentine team for that matter. And that ended up with the coach El Chino Benítez of Boca spitting at El Bofo Bautista, Martín Palermo being ejected. Almost a war-like atmosphere in La Bombonera. That was one of the most infamous matches that Mexican soccer fans will remember in the Copa Libertadores.
Oh yeah, of course we remember that game in La Bombonera. That we have to say, clubs from Mexico always in Copa Libertadores with good participation. And that big tournament in Latin America, Copa Libertadores, is a huge tournament. And of course, we remember, as you said, Nico, that game. It was
4-0 in the Jalisco. Boca would get their revenge 3 years later in the Copa Libertadores in that stadium, but against Atlas.
Correct.
They won 3-0 there in the Copa Libertadores edition from a couple years later, but a lot of big names on that Chivas team that was able to beat Boca, including Chuy Corona, Manolo Sol, Bofo Bautista, Paco Palencia, Massa Rodríguez, Omar Bravo, and Benja Galindo was the coach.
Yeah. The teacher.
El teacher.
Teacher. Well, probably, yeah, we say teacher, but the
No, we call him
master.
teacher. We call
Yeah,
him
we call
teacher. When I've worked with him, we even
Yeah.
say it in English. We call him El teacher.
Yeah? Right.
Yeah.
Such a player, Benjamin Galindo.
Chance for Chivas now. Trying to get on the front foot. But first to the ball is Máximo Lazo. Don't forget, we have more Prospects Cup action tomorrow. LA Galaxy against Orlando City. An MLS matchup. Orlando have just lost their first game against Weston, and LA Galaxy are coming off a win against GPS Boston. That's at 9:40 a.m., 8:40 Central. Chivas trying to get a goal off a corner across the goalkeeper with nice fists for Boca, and it goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Who hit the ball better, Benja Galindo or Pavel Pardo?
No, Benja Galindo.
Oh, stop being so honest.
El teacher.
Stop being
the
so
teacher.
honest.
He teaches us. Yeah, I played with him in the national team, and it was, we have to say, excellent player, but excellent person. That's a fantastic player.
Well, that's the humility of Pavel Pardo speaking.
No.
I want to ask Benja Galindo the same
Yes,
question.
Ask him. and you know, remember, Nico, he can play both legs.
Yeah, right foot, left foot. He told me a little while ago that out of 10 free kicks, him versus me,
Oh, yeah.
I'll be in goal. He says, out of 10 free kicks, that he'll score 9.
Really?
He told me that. He said that I won't get to the ball.
Yeah, he's.
I have that challenge pending with him.
Oh.
Chance for Boca now, shoulder-to-shoulder contact at the edge of the box. The shot is off target by Gonzalo Marquez. It's going to be a goal kick for Chivas.
We have the instructions for the coach from Boca Juniors.
Leopoldo Amaya, the coach for Boca Juniors. And it's usually that characteristic of the Argentine coaches, that form of spurring your team on with a lot of insight, almost barking at your players. You can hear them throughout the entire game. It's what gets the team going. Chivas on the turn now. Going forward, take the shot from distance, cutting in. Just in time came Máximo Lazo to cut off Chivas' attack.
Leonardo Leal, this is the striker.
Boca on the right-hand side, the shot blocked eventually, and it ends up going into the hands of Keep Santiago Hernandez. 8 minutes in, it's been a fairly even match.
Yeah, this is right now these 8 minutes we can see back and forth the ball from one side to the other side. Not a team, you know, like control the game.
Chance for Boca, the shot deflected, but it's still Boca on the ball. Working it forward, looking for Marquez. And Chivas trying to keep it inside, but that's going to bounce outward, and from the throw-in, Axel Munoz putting it in. Chance for Boca. Chivas now whiffing the ball in the clearance down the left-hand side. Trying to work it up, intercepted by Boca. Inside of the box, tricky action here. And eventually Santiago Hernandez cleans up. Ball played in. Leal. Out wide to Gonzalez. And it's Gorosito who blocks the cross, and the ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in. 10 minutes in.
In this 9 minutes, especially I can say Leal from Chivas, the striker, with nice movements, very quickly, very interesting. They can turn. Very, very good as a striker. We keep the eye on this player. Just in the beginning, you know, like how he is moving, how he has received the ball.
The ball seems to have been inside of the box when the defender touched it. This is one rule in soccer that I'm completely against. If a goal kick occurs and the defender or the receiving player touches the ball inside of the box before it makes its way out, you repeat the goal kick.
Right.
That shouldn't happen. It should be an indirect kick, don't you think? You're not penalizing the team for committing an infraction, per se.
But I mean, it's not usually, you know, sometimes probably in a game you can.
Yeah, but what happens if you're trying to play short, the other team catches on, they put some pressure on you, and your easy way out is to say, oh, let me just touch the ball inside of the box.
Well, it's supposed to give you the advantage for they want to play from the back, you know, like, because imagine you have pressure, and then you can play, as you said, and then you can probably penalize with a free kick. Well, probably in the future, huh?
The rules change. Chance for Boca now off a set-piece play. Going to whip this one in. 2 men in the wall for Chivas. The cross, the flicked header. At the edge of the box, the shot is off target. Goal kick. Remember, guys, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, in theaters this Wednesday. Check it out, all the action. Jumanji. Chivas now attacking, 3 men inside the box. I keep on saying men, and that's something I'm just used to. They're boys.
Yeah, they're kids.
And Boca can't control now. It's a fairly even game, a bit erratic. But this is normally what you get when you see Chivas and Boca. A very fast-paced back and forth. Marquez clears the ball, looking up top for a player. It's headed back towards Boca's backline. Who will pick it up? Clashing was Gorosito and Gonzalez for Chivas. Now it's going to be Glenn Avila to take. Strong contact, and the foul's going to go against Chivas.
Oh, yeah. The referee asking the player from Chivas if he's okay, if he needs assistance, medical assistance. And he says, I'm okay, so let's play. And
Lazo with Munoz. Munoz to Rey Domenech, and the triangulation is a bit too long.
we can see, Nico, a lot of imprecisions in this 14 minutes. Very.
No team really setting the tone. It's almost a bit of back and forth. A rough game, though. A lot of contact and physicality.
Yeah.
And the balls roll out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Boca.
And also, what I say, a lot of imprecisions. When they receive the ball, when they pass the ball, a lot of imprecisions at this moment on the game. Oh.
Yeah, a definite foul. A late tackle as Gonzalo Marquez was getting to that ball, and it ended up being Isaac Martinez in the midfield with a tackle from behind. Chance for Boca now. Watch out. Baltasar Blum Macias behind the ball. Here's Baltasar, the save, the follow-up, and once again, Santiago Hernandez. He had spilled it, but his hands were there to collect a second chance opportunity for Boca, and right off the punt, there was an offside position violating rule number 11 of association football. Oof.
Oof, it was close. And the second reaction, the goalkeeper from Chivas, Guadalajara.
The cross looking for Leal. It's going to be a corner kick for Chivas. We just saw the Boca bench. There are only 3 players on the Boca bench. Boca has brought only 12 kids. Meanwhile, their coaching staff is quite extensive. Across to the near post, headed away. Nice coverage by the Boca defender. And there's a shot off target. A clear ball. Chivas trying to win it back. Physical play from Boca. And Máximo Lazo gets it away. There's Boca's head coach, Leopoldo Amaya. The throw. The header by Munoz. It falls back down the right-hand side. Velasco trying to get a cross off. Still Velasco, nice stuff. The diagonal pass back, and it's won by Facundo Herrera. Still Herrera, the captain for Boca, charging forward. This is Herrera, cutting inside. Facu, it's still Herrera. This could be a golazo. Facu! The goalkeeper, Santiago Hernandez, with a great response.
What a great play from Santiago. Facundo. Fantastic from the back, the good running.
Up the left, Chivas. Crossing in Avila, looking for the man up top. A lot of contact, but the referee's going to say no foul. It's going to go out of bounds. Here's a run by Facundo Herrera. The shot, he was under pressure, tried to toe poke it past the goalkeeper, but Santiago Hernandez was covering his area.
It was good running with the ball, skills, dribbling. It was getting to the box a little bit longer. The ball was longer, and then tried to, kick the ball. Not too easy for him, but good action from Facundo.
There's Máximo Lazo with a header away. Alexis Martinez wanted to put it in the box, but the left center back with a header free. The cross now. Just in time came Dylan Gorosito. Ball given away by Chivas, but the heavy touch from the Boca player rolls out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in right in front of the Boca bench for Las Chivas Rayadas, Las Chivitas. Header by Rey Domenech, following up. It's a Chivas ball now, going forward. El Rebaño Sagrado. Martinez, man for man with Máximo Lazo. Still Martinez on the turn, pressure's there. And number 10, Gonzalo Marquez, wins it only to find Chivas men. The ball played into the box, the keep gets a touch. Out of bounds for a corner kick. Ivan Centurion Mendiola did what he could and deflected it out of bounds. A tricky ball to deal with. It bounced right in front of him. The outswinger for Chivas. Lofted. And it takes a deflection once again. Chivas on the ball. Chivas inside the box. The shot. Stopped by Boca's defense. Going forward, Gonzalo Marquez. On the left, he's got Blum Macias playing inside once again to Marquez. A strong tackle by a Chivas man. The ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in for Boca. Ángel Muñoz. Hernández. How do you see these teams tactically, Pavel?
Yeah, right now it's just a very good for both. Try to get to build and to build the plays from the back. Try to clean in, you know. But it's very. We played like you said, very physically, a lot of imprecisions. But right now it's more in the back and forth the play. Again, a lot of imprecisions with the players.
You could tell that the European teams
were
more worked than Boca or Chivas.
Yeah,
more precise. They find their players and their outlets much quicker.
Much quicker and with the space and better contact with the ball. Pass and receive. That again, this is the basics from the soccer.
Chance for Chivas from distance, trying to get it out of the back. Boca finding Marquez. Now Chivas, the ball, long, too long. It's going to be a goal kick for Boca.
And we can see the European players more. We can saw the shape on the field, the distribution on the field of the players with the right space, and they can pass and receive the ball, and then combinations, getting the good angles.
Gonzalo Marquez trying to put some pressure on the Chivas backline now. Jimenez playing right with Velasco. Still Velasco, good stuff by this right back. I'm liking him. Martinez on the turn. Amongst three, he's going to lose the ball to Rey Domenech. Facu Herrera, the captain, cutting inside. Good stuff by Facu to get the ball to Marquez. Brought down at the edge of the box, no foul. Muñoz, the ball played at the back post, but caught offside was the man up top, Blum Macias. So clearly the best player for Boca is their captain, Facundo Herrera.
Facundo, yeah. We can see in the as a midfielder. Look at here, Chivas tried to play from the back, to build. And this is what I said. This
but imprecise.
Imprecision. Yeah, they're precise, and there's the imprecisions that they have.
Marquez on the turn, still Marquez. But Facundo Herrera doesn't receive on the other end. The idea is there. You can tell that the idea is there.
Yeah, the idea is there. We can see here the fans, the parents, the family. They are very important right now at this age for the kids, helping. Bring the kids that they love to play soccer.
The header by Boca in the box, recovered by Chivas, and Velasco couldn't get a clearance off. Covering that zone was Axel Muñoz. Leal now. Chance for Chivas. Leal. Back out left. Gonzalez. The cross for Leal. It's going to go in. Oh, no! A save off the line, and Chivas can't convert. A golden chance gone begging. A golden opportunity not converted. As close as you can get. This game stays 0-0.
But it was good running for the striker Leal. He passed the ball to the left side and then come to the cross. He didn't did a good contact with the ball. Very easy for the goalkeeper from Boca Juniors.
Well,
Centurion.
the keeper then spilled the ball under his arms, and it fell back, and they couldn't take a golden opportunity for them. And now 0-0 at the half. We've got 25 more minutes left of this Boca Chivas, a very physical game, no team able to capitalize. But we'll be right back reviewing the best of these first 25. Don't go anywhere, a break, and we'll be right back. We're about to get underway, and Chivas start the second half of action. Boca now on the front foot. A couple changes maybe. Boca playing back inside.
Yep.
Into the field is Sergio Nahuel Tizon with number 9. Now it's Boca. Still Boca. Tizon playing in Marquez. Chance for Boca. Could this be it? Caught offside was Axel Munoz.
Good combination. It wasn't offside. Munoz.
That time Gorosito stopping the Chivas attack. We've got more Prospects Cup tomorrow, a lot of Prospects Cup tomorrow, including a Boca America, Pavel. You got to play in a Boca America.
Oh, yeah. Well, he wasn't offside.
And he was not offside at all.
Not outside. Was in a good position.
Chivas now. And we'll talk about that Boca America game tomorrow.
Of course. Remember the semi-final, 2000?
2000. In the Estadio Azteca. Boca beat your America in La Bombonera, but you guys answered back in the Azteca.
Yeah, we were winning 3-0, 3-0. And then in the last 15 minutes, last 10 minutes, Samuel scored a goal and
a golazo.
Amazing. With the header.
Tizon inside Boca. The follow-up is off target and it's going to go out of bounds. A goal kick for Chivas. And then after Samuel's header, you put a fantastic ball in for our friend Carlos Hermosillo.
It was a corner kick. Remember?
A play that came back to you.
Oh my goodness.
It still hurts today, 17 years later, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, because the opportunity to
play a final.
To play a final in the last 10 minutes, probably. The chance. Well, it's a fantastic games. International games, Copa Libertadores, winners of the, in South America, best tournament. It's an international tournament.
Boca, the shot. And Santiago Hernandez, watch that go by. He was there to cover, but it's still off target. Still a bit imprecise in these opening minutes. We saw a first half where neither team was able to build up with clarity. Yes, they're young, but after seeing teams like Manchester City, Roma, Dortmund, Real Madrid, you can tell that those players are very worked. They're very developed and disciplined.
And again, Nico, if we can see this game, this match, the skills, of course, or the talent of the kids they have, of course, you can see they're all players. But like you said, the comparison or compare to the European team, the development in the most of the basics of the soccer, receive the ball, pass the ball, the positions on the field as well.
The ball had gone out there. Now it's going to be a throw-in for Boca.
Yeah.
Still no team marking its territory. It's been fairly even, half an hour gone. And you hear from the coach, tranquilo, tranquilo. Stay calm, stay calm.
This is the we can see in this game, in this match. A lot of imprecisions, 1, 2, 3 combinations. Before, like you said, and other teams, more combinations. Try to the position. I mean, to try to hold more the ball positions. Of course, it's back and forth, but.
Chivas working it up. Stopped in the back. Chance for Boca now. Boca once again, the shot from this is a deflection. Santiago Hernandez takes care of it. Pretty safe in the back, Santiago Hernandez so far. Boca now. Booted the other way by Chivas. And the imprecise touch there by a Boca player in the middle of the park, giving the ball away to Chivas. The throw in. Marquez trying to find somebody in the middle, nobody there. Chivas controlling the ball once again. Alexis Martinez. Leal wanting the ball inside, it's gonna get to him. On its second touch, stepping on it, Leal has to go back. And that time, the chipped pass won't get to teammate. A goal kick.
He didn't see it on the left side. It was a teammate alone. In that play, if you don't have options, you have to see, you know, from one side to other side but you have to think very quickly.
Rey Domenech for Boca. Marquez, Rey Domenech inside, Domenech, ay, 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 ay. So close for Boca, no, it was Facundo Herrera then. Oh, he just mishit that. That was probably Boca's best chance, better than the free kick they had. With clean contact, Facundo Herrera had it perfectly aligned for his right foot to just slot it home.
Yeah, with the double pass, it was very good action, good combination. And as you said, inside of the box, he didn't contact.
The foot race won by Chivas. The ball played inside, but finally there to collect is Rey Domenech. Boca now, one response. The switch. Avila now. Cutting inside, good stuff by Glenn Avila. Up top, Leal, did he handball it? The referee says no. And now it's cleared. The turn by Tizon. First to it, out of the back is Alan Jimenez. Chivas trying to make it out of the back, and they can't. Running only into Boca players. But now they get a second chance opportunity, and it's cut short once again. Marquez, good stuff, getting to Tizon on the turn. It's still Boca. Is he caught offside? Yes, he is. Dylan Gorosito in an illegal position as he received the ball.
But the second, yeah, he was outside. So in the second half, Boca Juniors tried to, when they lose the ball right away, they had the pressure against Chivas, recover the ball.
We haven't been too impressed by this Chivas and this Boca, but it'll definitely serve as a reference when they play Fluminense tomorrow, and when Boca plays Fluminense on Wednesday, to really see where they are. We've got an America versus Chivas on Wednesday. And then whoever comes out of this pool to face whoever wins Pool C between Dortmund, Roma, Real Madrid and Dortmund, Roma, Real Madrid and Manchester City. We'll see how that serves as a reference, where these teams really are in the youth systems of world football. We just saw Blum Macias sitting down right in front of the bench. Seems like he picked up an injury. Maybe he was subbed off. Gonzalo Marquez to put the ball inside. Boca want their first goal, 35 minutes in. Marquez, the cross, past everyone inside of the box, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's a throw in for El Rebaño Sagrado. El Rebañito Sagrado.
El Rebañito. Or Las Chivitas.
Las Chivitas. So, Pavel, I have a question for you.
Yes, tell me.
Do you want Boca to win because you played for America and you played for Atlas?
No.
Chivas must have been the team that you hated the most in your playing days.
Yeah, but this international match, I'm Mexican.
But you have to, you can't go for Chivas.
On the kids, that doesn't matter.
What would Atlas fans say? What would America fans say, Pavel?
Nah, and the kids. If Atlas play or America, of course.
Are you still salty that Boca beat you guys in the semifinal in 2000, Pavel?
Let's see. Now, Chivas has to beat Boca.
Well, El Perro Bermúdez definitely wants Chivas to win. El Perro Bermúdez has publicly said that he's a gallina. He's a River Plate fan.
No.
But, little known fact, I think he supports the red and black of Guadalajara. Chance for Tizon!
Oh.
And that was it. Was he offside? No goal, says center referee Elvis Osmanovic.
And another great play from Facundo. Good running,
yeah,
and then was outside from Nahuel.
I wonder who El Perro Bermúdez is going for. I'm going to ask him.
You have to ask him.
He's an Atlas fan and he's a River fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I know he's an Atlas fan, but not River fan.
I've tried converting him. To a Boca fan, but I think it's a lost cause with El Perro. Tizon, Gorosito, the cross headed away. Chivas, strong defensive header away. Diego Mendoza and Alan Jimenez have been a pretty strong center-back couple throughout 38 minutes.
And we can see in this second half, Boca Juniors played more inside of Chivas.
Munoz trying to get a cross in, blocked by Chivas eventually, and working it forward, but Boca is there. The rebound falls back into Chivas' feet. And now it's Avila getting inside the box. He wants to cross it, but deflection. And now a chance from Chivas. Leal, no shot off. Still Leal falling inside of the box. Gorosito needs to deal with this, and he does so properly, getting it out of danger for the meantime. Avila. The touch that time by Leal. Still Leal inside of the box. Leal. And Máximo Lazo deflecting that ball. Corner kick for El Rebañito. The Boca captain and the Boca goalkeeper. The outswinger headed backward. Velasco, the cross, the punch away, and just in time came the clearance. Now working it out of the back, Boca. Facundo Herrera. The toe poke. Hernandez can't find a teammate on the right. Velasco was too far up the field. And there's going to be a substitution.
From Boca or from Chivas? Let's see.
Well, Blue
Boca.
Macias
Yeah.
is back on. Axel Munoz is off.
From the last 5 minutes.
On the left, the cross looking for Marquez.
I mean
the
the last-
small Marquez.
Yeah. From the last 10 minutes.
Avila up the left. Avila to Leal. And Rey Domenech dealing with that, but only to find Chivas players. The pressure was on by
Pressure
Tichon.
is on from Boca Juniors in this part of the field.
Chivas struggling to work it forward.
But
And watch out with this because it's a chance for Chivas. The header, and it goes out of bounds. Very close there, Chivas. The Boca goalkeeper couldn't get clean contact on that, and neither could the center back, almost compromising his goalkeeper, who comes out late. If the Chivas player would have taken a fall, it could have been a penalty kick.
could be, but it was difficult enough.
Well, our most valuable player, brought to you by Gatorade, is Santiago Hernandez. Here in the first half, we see a great double save, reacting to precision. Although he spilled it, he was there on the follow-up. A great reaction, and then a save to stop Facundo Herrera. The most valuable player, the MVP, the goalkeeper. Brought to you by Gatorade, and there's another save, a deflection. Could be the next Rodolfo Cota.
Could be. Why not?
Boca now, a chance, a corner.
It's Nico, the difference between the games that we have before and right now, not so many substitutions from
Yeah,
Chivas,
not so many substitutions. Or Boca.
or Boca. Boca, they don't have,
Yeah, they have 3
players.
subs to use.
but especially Chivas. In the other games, we have a lot of substitutions.
The cross and a chance. Oh, Facundo Herrera. Facundo Herrera.
Incredible.
Already 2 chances that should have been in.
Look at this. Clearly, oh. He put their right foot inside part and then cross of the bar. Clearly, I think the most clearly chance on the game.
7 minutes left. Less. As Marquez is on the ball. Still Marquez tried to step on it. Tichon the shot. Santiago Hernandez once again. The long kick. Leal fouls Rey Domenech. Leal, nice turn, Leal. And Gorosito came in just in time, but Leal is showing us that he might just be Chivas' best player. One more chance for Chivas. The shot a little bit too weak, and Ivan Centurion picks it up.
Too weak, and he has an option to pass the ball to the left side.
And it's going to be a corner kick for Boca. 6 minutes to the end. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to the end, rather. Gorosito's on the floor, fixing his shin guard, and he might have been hit just there. Thumbs up.
He said he's good.
The cross won by Chivas. Out of the back, Leal. 1 against 2, the long touch, Gorosito picking out a teammate. And a Chivas player injured at the moment. Ball played out left. Still Boca, the cross, this could be it! Chance, the follow-up of the shot, and it's off target.
Great action from the left side. Marquez crossed the wall, nobody touched. Here, repetition. Nobody got clearly.
Felipe Obradovic that time. 10 years old, Felipe Obradovic. At the day after Christmas, he turns 11. And Chivas' number 10, Isaac Gonzalez, limping off the field. He needs some help.
Yeah.
And the applause of support. Cesar Espinosa will make his way onto the field. This is your Olive Garden play of the game. The save from the goalkeeper. And then Facundo Herrera on the goal line.
He touched with the left
Golazo, yeah.
foot.
Boca is looking for the win. The shot from distance, another save by Santiago Hernandez. Safe, confident keeping by Hernandez. All game he's been able to deny Boca.
And we see in the second part more activity from the goalkeeper from Chivas.
Hernandez now. Ball's cleared out of bounds. Boca has gone into 5th gear since the beginning of the half. Really stepping on it and being the dominant force in the second half. They've been playing in opposition's half for most of this time. Can they get the winner? Out of the back, Chivas, Leal, man for man. And Rey Domenech putting his body in front of the ball, and he draws the foul. Dylan Gorosito.
Oh, it's clearly foul.
Yeah. And there you hear the indications from the coach telling the Chivas player to let the ball roll out. And there's going to be another substitution. Glenn Avila, the left back, is going to come off. Making his way onto the field is Omar Castellanos. The ball had gone out of bounds, and now Boca have a good opportunity. They should play it quickly. Looking for an option. And a handball, and all of Chivas asking for it, and they're going to get it.
Last 2 minutes.
Ball
for both
cleared.
teams.
Both teams want those 3 points. This scoreline definitely benefits America. Facundo Herrera asking the players to play quickly. We've got Dallas against Pachuca coming up next. And a free kick for Boca. Some yards out. And the ball's going to be left off for Blum Macias. A clear foul.
Last chance from Boca Juniors. Free kick.
Facundo Herrera and Blum Macias behind the ball. Herrera, the keep, the rebound, and it's cleared. We're reaching the 50th minute mark. Santiago Hernandez, by far the best player of this game. Called into action plenty of times, and he's responded positively every single time. Oof. And the header flick pass, and that will do it. Santiago Hernandez, the hero in this one. Boca 0, Chivas Rayadas of Guadalajara 0. One of the few